Tight.
Hey there, it's Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel. This is footage from a ride that I was doing with Tyler back when I had the Sherco 300 SER. This was before I gave this bike away. And I was just kind of laughing because I was reading some of the comments on YouTube the other day, and they were talking about I was riding the 150 XCW, and some guys were saying you're revving that thing way too high, and then in the next comment somebody's like, you need to rev it higher, you know. And it's just funny how people sometimes don't give me any credit, like I don't know what I'm doing. Now, I'm not saying that I'm the smartest guy in the world and I'm not the best rider in the world, but I've had quite a bit of experience in quite a different wide variety of dirt bikes. I mean, in the last 15, 16 months, these are the bikes that I've owned and I've ridden for several months. There's a Yamaha YZ450X, a Yamaha YZ250FX, a KTM 250 XCF, a KTM 350 XCF, a Yamaha YZ250X, a KTM 300XC, two different KTM 300XCs, a KTM 250XC, a Sherco 300 SEFR, a Sherco 300 SER, a Beta 300RR, and now a KTM 150 XCW. And I've had some so I've had some experience on a few different bikes now, and it gives me a unique perspective. That's not all the bikes I've owned. That's just the bikes that I've had in the last about 15 months, 16 months, as I've been kind of churning through these things. Anyway, it's fun to get out and ride. And it's fun to every time I ride a different bike, and every time I get a different bike, I get such a different perspective, you know, on what's good. And it's amazing because every bike has good aspects, and some bikes are better at certain things and you know, or worse at others, but they all definitely have certain things where they excel. And it's been a joy to kind of learn that. This trail right here, as you can see, it's a little bit overgrown. Tyler was taking me on a trail that doesn't get ridden a lot, and we're going to bump into a spot up here ahead of us where we'll completely lose the trail because of the overgrowth.
Oh.
Okay guys, for the next few minutes, just imagine you're going straight flipping down something. You can't tell at all. I'm watching this now and I can't tell how steep it is, but it was stinking steep, just straight down. And you're going right down this mountain, like 1,000,000 feet a minute, and you can't even see the trail, and you're like right down in this V rut, and it was super sweet. And there was a bunch of like little ledges and everything. I loved it. Just pay attention to how little of the trail you can actually see, and you're being pulled so fast down from gravity because it's so stinking steep, and you don't have any time to react because you're getting whipped in the face by all these branches, and the trail is completely obscured. It was awesome.
That was steep. This thing is sweet.
For you?
That's cool. You go up that too?
I've gone up it twice. It's those ledges are pretty rough.
Well,
Up, down.
I'm thinking though that right now in its current condition, you might be able to go up that easier than that other,
Probably.
because it's not blown out at all.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
But this again, nobody. Actually, people hike on the first like mile. That's it.
This
I
is
bet you in a summer, people that make it from the bottom to the top, it's like a handful ever do. You can tell. I mean, you come in here with the weed.
yeah, it's crazy, man. It's cool because most of the single track we've been on is like no one is touching it.
No.
Rip my jersey. That is so thick. Yes, there is. Did we lose the trail? I'm always tearing jerseys off me. This is a brand new jersey. Ripped a hole right through it back there on a tree.
My jerseys never last more than a season. What the?
You think it goes up somewhere around there?
Yeah.
It turned out we were literally just 2 feet away from the trail, but you couldn't tell because of all these ferns. It was just like we had a crazy winter and there was a lot of rain throughout in last winter, and this place got completely overgrown. So it's not like we're bushwhacking. We're on a trail. It's just that the trail, no one had ridden down it this year, and it was just so overgrown. And so you're trying to push through these ferns that are literally taller than your handlebars, and then you'd bump up onto these logs that you couldn't see, and you'd get kind of hung up on them. But we are in the trail now.
Ferns are taller. Ferns are as tall as I am. Taller than the dirt bike. Oh. And it's just hard enough that's why people aren't taking it.
It keeps people off. And so for me, like, I'll go ride around here without seeing people is, kind of hard sometimes. But I do this, and it's good.